Horribly sad news tonight about the death of an 11-month-old boy at a daycare in Savage. Police say 18-year-old Thea Russell, a child care worker, has confessed to strangling the little boy and a 4-month-old girl at the center last fall. Eric Salou is live tonight in Savage to tell us about this break in the case. Eric?
Kevin, there were tears in the eyes of Savage police investigators, along with the mayor of Savage, who spoke alongside family of one of the victims when those new details were shared here at Savage City Hall this afternoon. Police say the teenager who worked at the child care center allegedly confessed to suffocating the victims.
From the moment Harvey was born, he filled our world with sunshine.
Harvey Mucklebus was about to celebrate his first birthday when he mysteriously died in September after being dropped off at Rocking Horse Ranch childcare in Savage. Harvey's family has held close to his memory ever since as they've waited for answers.
Harvey, every day we ask ourselves why it had to be you. Every day we live with the pain of what happened to you.
Savage police say it's taken months of interviews, examining evidence, and waiting for lab results to lead to the arrest of 18-year-old Thea Russell, who had worked at Rocking Horse Ranch for only 3 weeks.
This is a heartbreaking case.
Welcome to the video, everyone. I seen this clip, and I definitely wanted to do a reaction to it. 18-year-old, shown here. Accused of, killing a small child and, strangling another in an act of needing attention, It's a damn shame, man. My condolences to the family of the little kid that lost his life. It's very tragic, very uncalled for, very senseless and selfish of this woman here. 18, you haven't been out of high school too long. You get yourself in a position where you're working at a daycare and, so now you're responsible for taking care of other people's children. They're trusting, you and the facility that you work for to care for their children while they go to work or go to school, whatever they need to do. But they're paying you and they're trusting you to take care of their kid, and then the kid ends up dying, and come to find out it's because you did it because you were seeking attention. Well, now you have all the attention that you need, man, and these are the type of people, again, I don't feel like they should see the light of day. Because they were selfish as far as their actions are concerned, and slaps on the wrist are just not going to do it. It's not going to deter the next person from doing the same type of thing. And I hate to be so forward about that, but the truth is the truth, man. A little kid lost his life, little boy lost his life, another one was strangled, and it's just like, if you don't have the capacity to deal with children, or if you're not in the right mental state, you shouldn't be around anybody else's child. You shouldn't be in the position to take care of anybody else's child. And that's just how I look at it.
Worked at Rocking Horse Ranch for only 3 weeks.
This is a heartbreaking case that has shaken our entire community.
Savage Police Chief Brady Jewell says Russell had been a suspect since she had been caring for Harvey and his second little girl. Investigators say both children experienced medical distress at the center, but it took months to piece together what happened to them. Jewell says they had evidence to make an arrest on Tuesday, at which point Russell spoke again to detectives.
During the questioning, Thea confessed to intentionally suffocating the 2 children in an attention-seeking act. She provided detailed descriptions of how she carried out the attempts against the life of the first victim on 2 separate occasions. And she confessed to the murder of Harvey Mucklebus.
A revelation that police say allowed them to finally tell Harvey's family what happened. Harvey's grandmother says he will never be forgotten.
But we promise that every day we will say your name. Every day we will continue to fight for you. And in the end, we will make sure that justice has been served.
Russell did not have an attorney listed in online records that we looked at. Now, the Scott County prosecutor told me he's going to file charges tomorrow morning in this case, and Russell's expected to face a judge Friday morning. We'll, of course, follow it for you. We're live tonight here in Savage. I'm Eric Shalou, 5 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, of course she doesn't have an attorney. I mean, she doesn't have the money to afford an attorney. She'll have to get someone that's like a public defender or, someone who just, wants to try to defend her. Again, man, defense attorneys have a tough job, man, because morally, they can feel one way morally, but then at the same time, they're trying to, get their name out there, get their face out there. So they'll take on a case like this. But man, like, as a defense attorney, I wouldn't step anywhere near this type of case. You suffocated, 2 children, and you really don't have no reason to do it. You only have been working at the facility for 3 weeks, so they gave you an opportunity, and this is how you thank them, by doing something like this, and it just goes to show. Sometimes, man, you want to get your young people out here, you want to get them into society, and you want to, make sure that they're working and, doing good for themselves, get their life started out on the right foot. But a lot of people abuse that. A lot of people abuse the opportunities that they have, and, tragically, they do stuff to people that they shouldn't do. And this is one of those situations. So again, my condolences to the family, especially of Harvey. Like, man, cute little kid, man. He should definitely still be with his family, and it's just such a tragedy. Again, I hope this person gets the full extent of the law, as I saying most of the times with a lot of cases where it's just plain black and white. Because what could the kid have done to the 18-year-old to affect her life in any type of negative way? You went to this facility to get a job. You knew you were going to be caring for kids. This kid can't talk to you. This kid can't do any harm to you. And this kid was, the parents was putting the kid in y'all, like the facility's possession, in order to care for the kid until they come pick the kid up. And then, they didn't do a good job as far as hiring. I guess they felt like, this person was, was suitable for the job, but apparently she wasn't. I'm going to close out this video here. Again, very, very tragic, man. It's very, very tragic. It's just a shame, really. If you like my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.